Okay, welcome to the Lobo Den podcast. We have Eric Pennell. Eric is the guy who pushed me to start the Lobo Den podcast. He has his own podcast. That's actually the first podcast I ever did, Busting Balls. So on this day that we recorded, I got into a car accident. We're supposed to record at 6:30. Car accident. Figured, hey, I'm not too injured. I probably was, actually. And then borrowed my mom's car, drove to the city because my car got totaled, and we recorded. Yeah, and the reason is because I ran into a Polish lady who had diarrhea. Anyways, we talk about the accident, how I went to jail on mushrooms, how my other accident, some crazy Latina, some Honduran prostitute, how I'm trying to get back with my ex. So, yeah, check out Eric Pennell, Busting Balls podcast. Like, subscribe, the Lobo Den on IG, everything, all the sound stuff. Have any questions, DM me, ask Lobo Den. I'm going to make an email. I know I've been saying it, but hey, I just totaled my car. Leave me alone. And then anything else, follow the YouTube page. You want any stickers, let me know. All right, Lobo Den.
Lobo Den, Lobo Den, Lobo Den. Lobo Den, Lobo Den, Lobo Den. Lobo Den, Lobo Den, Lobo Den. Lobo Den, Lobo Den, Lobo Den. It's the Lobo Den.
Okay, welcome to the Lobo Den podcast. I'm your host, Giovanni Diaz. So we got Eric Pennell.
Yeah.
Eric Pennell. It wasn't for you. It wasn't for you. I wouldn't even start. You forced me to do this podcast, right?
I didn't force
Yes,
you.
you did.
I just was telling you should be doing one.
Dude, you forced me. You're like, look, this week you need to get a logo. This week I gotta find the name.
Yeah.
Next week, and you kept pushing me, and I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah. Well, you're my buddy, dude, and I've learned. I learned from starting podcasts that there was I wish somebody would have guided me through it, because when you're trying to submit it to iTunes, and if you do shit wrong, they don't fucking. It's not like they have a representative that calls you up and goes, "Hey, you got that wrong. Let's fix it." You know, that type of thing. And yeah, I knew what and dude, it would be a no-brainer for you not to do a podcast. Now look at you. How many episodes in now? What do you got?
I've recorded 44, or I don't know when I recorded. So I've released 42. I lost one to a hard drive. And then one I'd never released because the dude was like, he didn't want to release it. And then I was like, all right.
That's the fucking worst when you dude. I remember I've done podcasts
I forgot to wear my logo.
Where we got high and we didn't hit record. Those are the fucking worst. And
wow.
And you have a good podcast and you go, oh dude, guess what?
Did you have one with John McCombs, right? Didn't that happen?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
That's the worst, dude.
Are we recording? Hold on, dude. Are we?
We are recording.
We are recording.
Because then if you do it with other people, they're looking at you like, fuck you. You just wasted an hour or whatever of my time and stuff. But dude, it was a no-brainer, man, that you should have a podcast. You're interesting. You're funny. You got fucking stories for days.
So we were supposed to record at 6:30 today, right? So we were supposed to record at 6:30. I was actually on the phone with my friends. I was in my phone with my friends. I'm talking to them. And then all of a sudden, bam, I get into a car accident. So
who hit who?
I hit this Polish chick, right? This is what happened.
It's your fault?
Not really. You know what I mean? Normally, if you're rearing somebody, it's your fault. This is what happened, right? So I'm on Delaney. Delaney is a 2 lanes on one side, and then 2 lanes on the other side, right?
Yeah.
No shoulder, maybe 8 inches between the curve and then nothing there. I guess this is what happened. I wasn't sure why the hell I hit her. What the fuck happened? But then I realized after, when I came back after the accident in my mom's car that I'm using, and I realized, so there's a hill, right? So there's a little bit hill, and then she parks right over the hill where you can't see her heart, but she parked her car in the middle of the street. This is like a 45, 50 speed limit street, right?
Yeah.
No, nothing. Except for
why'd she do that?
This is why she parked. She pulls over, right? I guess she pulled over because she had to take a shit. So she's 10 seconds from a gas station.
How do you know she had to take a shit? She told you she had to take a shit?
Before the cops came, she's like, okay. So what happens is it hits, right? Man, airbags go off. Everything. Look, my wrist is fucked. Can you see the cut?
Yeah, he's got a cut in his cheek.
I got a cut. My wrist, my ribs a little bit bruised, too.
You're going to be sore tomorrow.
Hopefully I'm not concussed. We'll see, right? But they took my vitals. But look, actually, I'll go back to what happened, but that happened to me one time. I got in a car accident, drove to, what did Rena Calm use the whole? Three Dead Moose, the open mic.
Yeah.
I was there at the time. I was plenty of fishing when I was talking to some girl who was a nurse, and then she was messaging me. I was telling her everything that happened. She was like, wait, this happened a few years ago. Wait, you got a car accident, then you slept, and you never went to the hospital? You should go to see you're concussed. And I'm texting her in front of Three Dead Moose.
That's what women do, dude.
Well, yeah, she was a nurse, too. And then she was a nurse, too, and I was in the middle of Three Dead Moose, and I was outside of Three Dead Moose, open mic. I signed up for it, and I was like, you know what? what? What if I am? What if I did get it? So then I drove to Highland Park Hospital, got checked out or whatever. But anyway,
what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do if you got a concussion, dude? I got a scar right here on my head, right here. 4.5, almost 5 years ago, I was working on my garage door, and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. The fucking cable whacked me in the fucking head. Almost, dude. Pow! Like fucking hit me.
Wait, was it a cable?
The cable and the thing that was attached to it.
Maybe it was a noose. Maybe, no.
Dude, it fucking hit me. I stumble in the side fucking door. My wife's doing fucking cooking and dishes and shit like that. I swear to God, dude, that thing cracked me fucking hard. I had a whole lump on the side of my head. I went to the fucking hospital.
Ugh.
I'm like in there with a bunch of assholes. They never even brought up concussion.
No.
They never. The garage door guy came and he goes, dude, that thing hit you at like 150 miles an hour.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, they never even brought up concussion.
Well,
I had a concussion though.
So this is what happened, right?
I had symptoms for 6 months.
I hit what are the like vomiting?
Dude, light sensitive. I was chilling on my
How is
couch,
sex?
and then that
light
doesn't matter.
sensitive.
That
Okay.
doesn't matter. I mean, I don't know, but light sensitive, dude. I had an ambulance go across the street one time before I even knew what was up. The lights from the ambulance lights were hitting the fucking wall of my living room, and I was like, damn, the lights are bothering me, dude. Fucking light sensitive for like a year. A year, dude. So I knew I had a concussion. So you'll know if you have a concussion. They ain't going to do anything. They ain't going to drip anything on you.
I was talking to my friend, Delmy. She told me to eat. She used to work at a hospital, but not as a nurse. But she told me I should eat some, so I bought some date
What
bar.
the fuck you listening to her for?
I don't know.
She used to work at a hospital,
She
but not
told
as a
me-
nurse?
I don't know, something about sugar. I don't know, but look. So this is what happened. So then I hit this chick, right? Like fucking rearview mirrors on the ground, airbags go
Yeah, I've
off.
seen the picture, dude.
Airbag.
Oh, this is this old accident you're talking about.
No, this is what? What do you mean old accident? This is an hour ago.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You jump back and forth. You said you got in an accident like 3 years ago or something like that.
That
and
one
then-
was worse.
Okay, so now we're on the one you hit today,
Let's go
just
back
like
to
an
the-
hour ago. Okay.
We'll go back to the old one. Hold on. I'll go back to the new one. So the old one, what happened?
Maybe you do got a concussion, dude.
I'm just saying.
This is pretty standard for this show.
This is pretty standard. But no, I'll go back to the old one. But I'm not going to forget. I'm going to write it down.
Sure.
Unless I start vomiting violently.
No, you'll know, dude. You'll be walking on eggshells. You'll be light sensitive. Yeah, you can vomit. That's like the standard one when you're like a little kid where they go, "Don't go to sleep,"
Okay.
type shit. Fuck it, man. What are you gonna do? But go on.
So, okay. So you're not supposed to go to sleep when you have a concussion?
No.
You're telling me to do coke tonight.
No,
All right.
yeah, do some coke. That'd be okay.
And I didn't have any coke on me. Because I was coming here. I was like, you know what? I don't need to do. I've been cutting back. Mm-hmm. I was like,
Been
unless
cutting
I'm gonna,
back on coke, huh?
I just want to do it like if I video edit it or if I want to celebrate something. Like I don't want. I feel I was using it as a crutch to eat bad. So now we eat shitty food. Yes,
Do
sir.
you go to the doctor? Do you go like I just went to my annual doctor and he was like, your cholesterol's high. You got to work on.
I
want to
get a prostate exam.
Yeah. No, you're not old enough yet, dude.
I'm 36.
Yeah, but now because
Fuck.
I'm 44, dude, and he said that 45 now is the new prostate exam.
Oh wow.
Like insurance wise, you can go pay probably. You could probably maybe bend their arm to get you to do it, but that's what he said.
Forget it, dude.
But you go get annuals and shit like that where they go, hey, let's check out your blood. You ever do that?
I did it last year for the first time in about 5 or
Jesus.
6 years.
All those fucking mutts you have sex with and shit, dude, over the years. Oh my God, your fucking blood must be
Full of fucking-
all fucked up parasites and all shit in there. That's why when Corona hit, I go, it ain't gonna get Giovanni. That motherfucker eats hookers' butts. You know what I'm saying? Like this guy, nothing's gonna affect you.
I used to.
Dude, that's getting away. Am I wrong? Like,
No, I used
you were the
to.
first person I thought this motherfucker's not getting. Nothing.
You know what pissed me off one time? I'll go back to the accident, but I was at I think I was at a strip club when I used to do this stuff, and I was having sex with a stripper, right? Not in Illinois, Florida. And then the condom broke, and then I remember this specifically.
Did it really break? Because I always hear about condom breaking
it
stories.
broke. It broke, and then she got mad at me. She's like, "Oh, do you have anything?" And I was like, like, do I have it? Like, you're fucking dudes. I don't know. I was offended. Like, really?
yeah.
Like, really? Do I have something? Like,
Right.
you? Okay, you're one to talk, dude. So then I'm coming up I hit this chick, right? And I'm like, I come out of it. I come on. She tells me, she's like, are you okay? What happened? Call the cops. I was like, yeah, let me call the cops, I guess. I'm like coming out of it because it's like, it was fucking airbags came out and everything.
Yeah, the airbags will fuck you up, right? I've had an airbag go off of me without an accident, dude. I had this fucking
Why?
rickety car. No. When I was like 19 or 18, I bought this car, right? I delivered pizzas in it for
Okay.
like 5 years. By the time I was done with this thing, it was like a wooden roller coaster. It was like clickety-clack, clickety-clack. Everything was fucked up on it. One night I got off work, dude, and I was going over a small hill, and there was a street light at the bottom of this hill, but then there was a car hauling ass. It's like midnight. I was going down the hill. This car's hauling ass up the hill. I fucking hit a pothole. The airbag blows in my fucking face out of nowhere, right? I swear to God, for a second and a half, I thought those guys shotgunned me coming up that hill. Like I thought they just like boom, because for a second you're out of it because the airbag blows, your fucking arms are burnt and stuff.
My wrist, right
you're I don't know if that's still the technology, but like it burnt my arm. I could feel like gunpowder.
My old Honda that I crashed.
And dude, you got this big fucking bag in your face, and you're just wondering what. And it took me like a second and a half to realize, no, the fucking airbag went off, and I hit a pothole. I called the dealership the next day. I go, hey, your fucking airbag went off, and they go, no, there's 2 sensors on there. It couldn't have went off. I'm like, man, you guys are out. You fucking
what happened
stupid.
This game? You didn't get.
No, it's just they I don't know.
You didn't fight it.
No, it was a shitty dealership, man.
Oh, okay.
So what? Yeah, I get it. So you got all fucked up and stuff like that.
Again, and I'm talking to the lady. This is what happened. I was like, what? She wasn't even in the car. Right, she wasn't even in the car. What happened?
Because she's taking a shit?
She had diarrhea, dude. She's a Polak, right? This Polish lady. She was like, and this is such a Polish thing to do, or like a Euro, like Slavic thing to do, because my like friends, they do stuff like this all the time.
What?
Like, I need to go now. Like, there's no, I don't know, man.
Dude, I've had mean shits come on, dude, because I've shit myself before. I shit myself on Ashland and North Avenue over there by fucking the Hollywood
Did you
Grill.
park in the middle of the street?
You know, the North Bar? I was walking right by that where it about hit me where I go, I got to shit. And then I started running, and dude, I shit my pants right there, big time.
Yeah, but she parked in the middle of the street.
She's a fucking idiot.
She's Polak.
She could have killed you, dude.
My Polish friend told me that I don't know if this is true, but I'm gonna assume it is. But he said I don't know if it was the Germans or something. They gather all the smart Polacks or Polish. Polak's not derogatory, right? Whatever. And then they killed him off. So that's why there's this. Wasn't Sono talking about the same thing too? The Indian, they brought the dumber ones, right? And came here. So that's why Sono was saying like, oh no, they did the opposite with Indians. They brought all the smart ones here, so we think all the Indians are smart. But she was telling me, no, there's a bunch of dumb motherfuckers over there. But look, so then and I'm like, are you? And I was like, I didn't realize what was going on, right? But she parked in the middle of the road. She wasn't even in her car, so she left the car in the middle. This is like a 45-mile-an-hour road. There's a hill right over here, Polak. And then I can't wait to tell my Polish friend, dude. I can't wait to call him. He was like, you know what? I am not surprised. I bet he'll say something like that. But look, she comes down. I hit her, dude, and I was like, what the? I don't even know what's going on, dude. And I was like, yeah, she had diarrhea. She pulled over. So when I hit her, she wasn't even in the car. She was in the fucking bushes next to him taking a freaking diarrhea shit. Yeah.
What a fucked up.
She was in the bushes,
idiot
dude.
She is, though.
Yeah, and then I was like, and then the cop was pretty hot.
But did the cop reason with you where he goes, you fucking idiot, you parked a car in the middle of the 45-mile-an-hour
she went
road.
to go talk to her, and then she went to talk to me, and then they got the tow trucks, and then I showed
but
her
who's
my
at fault?
insurance.
Who's at fault?
She has to be at fault, I'm assuming.
Yeah, who parks a car and is like
she illegally parked and abandoned her car in the middle of a fucking street. You know what I mean?
Fuck,
she's 10 seconds from this literally 10 seconds between two lights, 10 seconds from this gas station. I don't know what the hell was going on. I don't know.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah, and I was like, and then she was like, what? Because I was thinking afterwards, I didn't get like, how the fuck? Because I probably looked down for a second, I look up, and I see like a car, I hit it. And I was like, it didn't make sense to me, but on the way, so then I had my buddy pick me up. We took all our stuff, included guns, right? I had all these guns on me, right? And I told the lady, at first I told her, I was like, I have all these firearms in my car. I had like 3 guns on me, AR-15, a Glock 19 with a 30-round clip, and a Glock 43.
What do you got to show to prove that that's all good to her? Did she say
Nothing.
Nothing? You had an AR-15 and she didn't say,
I had an
AR-15,
2 Glocks. She was like, I was like, I have some firearms. Before they told him I got to get stuff, I have some firearms. I'm just going to transfer them over there just to let her know what was going on. She's like, okay. No, nothing good. So we got my stuff. I called my mom. I was like, she's not working right, not because of COVID, but because they were like closing that plant anywhere she worked, so she's on like unemployment. So I'm gonna borrow her car today. I already filed the claim, call the insurance company, and then I was like, you know what? I'm a little bit bruised up, right? Like I could tell I have bruised ribs, so if I laugh, I'm gonna probably laugh funny on this. And then because my friend was making me laugh on the way up here, and I was like, so I'm a little bit bruised up, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I got my mom's car. Let's fucking record. So I don't see why not. So yeah, I was like, why not? But I can't. I'm not gonna record Saturday anymore. I was gonna record with our friend, but I was gonna do acid on Saturday. So I'm gonna wait until this gets figured out and I get a car. I think that's the best choice, right? Don't do acid.
I
Saturday.
would say that's a smart decision.
Yeah, I have no car. I got to deal with the insurance. this fucking made the adjuster go on my Facebook. Who knows? But yeah, that's what happened with me today. How you been during this COVID thing? We'll go back to the old accident.
It's good, dude. What are you talking about? I've been talking to you, man. I've been fucking at home with my pregnant wife. I got my wife pregnant, dude. We fucked on Valentine's Day. And,
How do is she? How do is she?
She's halfway there, man. She's like 20 weeks this week or something like that.
What's 20 weeks in months?
It's just halfway there. It's like I think it's 40 weeks. It's like
Is that
38
6
to
months?
40
That is
weeks or
5
something.
months.
That's 5 months.
Yeah, she's 5 months. She's 5 months. Yeah.
Are you guys gonna? Are you gonna wait to see if it's a boy or girl?
No,
or?
we're having a boy, man. Yeah,
Oh,
we
okay.
found that
Little
out.
Eric?
Like, yeah, another.
You got a
yeah,
name?
I already
You
have
got
another Eric. Like, this is my second kid, man. I had a
Eric
kid when I was
the
19.
third. Eric.
Yeah, no, you know what? We haven't thought of any names, man. It's fucking hard. Like when you have to think of names, it's hard, dude. I mean, I read off like 300 names at the dinner table like 3 weeks ago, and I'm like, nope. I mean,
No, to
seriously.
you or you guys can agree on one.
Yeah, she'll say, she has some like basic ass names where I'll be like, no, I'm not fucking naming my kid Paul. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't naming it, like my last name's Pennell, so I think she thinks like a P and a P, and I'm like, man, we ain't doing that shit.
What is it like?
I don't know.
Pablo.
Yeah, yeah. Pepe. I was
Didn't
like,
Peter
Pepe.
Pablo just get arrested?
PD Pablo's still around?
Didn't? Yeah, right. Oh no. Hurricane Chris
Dude,
just got arrested.
I heard
for murder. I think last week.
I heard Ron Jeremy. Adam told me that Ron Jeremy's up on some charges like fucking Chris D'Elia
But
type
I've heard.
Really?
He's always a creep. You know.
Yeah, but dude, like first of all, the guy was in the porn business like way before like porn is like porn's different now than what it was. I mean, not like this is breaking news, but porn was was fucking looked down on. Although people loved it and still like were into it and stuff when he was in. I mean, when did Ron Jeremy jump into porn? What year was that? You think?
70s, I'm thinking.
Yeah. How different was that? And he's like the cream of, he's creepy devil guy in that business and how it was looked at. What do you think he was doing? What do you think people are doing? Like, what do you think? You're getting fucking,
Danny
what do you think happened?
Danny, did you see? Did the Danny Masterson news leave already? Danny, he was a Scientologist from that 70s.
Funny how it just like 2-3 days and then it like it's
because
gone.
they have the money to somebody said that they have the money to wipe.
Yeah,
it
but
out,
what are they gonna be able to do
Scientology.
that? Hey, dude, Weinstein fucking has all the money in the world, dude. That dude's he's in there.
Which one's Weinstein? The fat one?
Yeah,
Right?
man.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
He's in there.
He's in jail.
Bill
right?
Cosby didn't have money. That motherfucker's
Wasn't Bill
dude. They
Cosby-
were saying Bill Cosby was gonna be like a billionaire at one
Hold
time
on.
or some
Wasn't
shit.
Bill Cosby trying to buy NBC? Right? Isn't that what
Yeah,
happened?
he had all the money in the world. He's sitting in there with that fucked up eye, dude. It don't matter sometimes, like who the fuck you are. If they want you, they want you, dude. They got all the money. They already paid the prosecutors. They got they got a good fucking.
I bought a house today.
You bought a house today?
Yeah. That's what I took the day off today.
Good for you. Congratulations, man.
Yeah. I took the day off so this is what happened. I took the day off for this closing, right?
Yeah.
Not the place I'm living at. It's a rental place, right? Mm-hmm. And then so I bought the house.
Nice.
And then I was like, you know what? Then I went to Hoagie Hut to get. This is a very famous place in Waukegan, dirt in the wall place, good sandwiches.
Yeah.
Bought my hoagie as a reward.
Mm-hmm.
Then went home, did a little bit of work from home,
Mm-hmm.
and then actually, you know what? And then I went to the post office to buy these stamps.
Mm-hmm.
They say forever, and they have U.S. flags. Which actually, honestly, I was more excited when I got those stamps than I did when I closed on the house. But
Why can that? How can that be? I don't understand.
I don't know. They're really cool. Did you see them? I don't know. I'll show them. I don't know. They say forever USA. I like. All right. Anyways, so I bought these stamps, and then I got in this fucking car accident. Oh my god.
Hey, what kind of interest rate? What kind of interest rate you get on that house, dude?
I don't even know, dude.
You don't know what fucking interest rate you got on your house?
I signed it. I'll look at the paperwork later.
You don't know what interest rate?
No.
Come on, dude.
Honestly, I've never even seen the house.
You're
yet.
probably in the.
I haven't
you're
even,
probably in the threes.
I haven't even looked at
What
it,
are you?
dude.
Okay.
I-
Do you know where the house is?
It's in Waukegan. Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Really?
It's a rental. I already have tenants that get fixed income, so.
Would you go in on with somebody else? or is it all you?
He found the house, blah blah. You know what I
Nice.
mean? But it's like I've never even seen it. But the first accident that I had where that shit happened was I went to my buddy's house, a Polish guy's house, got wasted, right? Got wasted. And one of my friends who I think is with this girl now, she was there. I didn't know they were kind of dating. And then I was drunk and I called her a C word, right? Mm-hmm. I was saying it. I didn't call her that.
You
Maybe,
can't say the C word on your own podcast?
I could say it, yeah.
Why didn't you say it then?
I don't know. I'll say, what is this? It's like riddles, right? Oh, is riddles back? Hey, you know, I didn't know you couldn't say riddle. My first night doing the mic, Kevin Wood was hosting, and I did a fucking bit with cunt in it.
Yeah.
But then afterwards, he's like, oh, when I said it, everyone was like, whoa, and I was like, oh shit, like I didn't realize it was such a reaction, but I didn't know you can't say that word.
They're taking all the words away, dude.
All right, but
I mean, you don't think sometimes somebody needs to be called a cunt? Sometimes, yeah. Same thing with retard, dude. Sometimes people can't be called a retard.
She said
I'm not saying retarded people.
She said, "Don't use that word," right? And then so I kept saying, "That girl that was there when I was drunk." She's like, "Don't say that," and I was like, then I went, "Cut," and I just said it over and over again, just to be annoying.
Yeah.
And I remember I
just telling you don't do something. That's shut the fuck up. Why don't I tell you what? I mean, who wants that shit? Nobody wants to be told what to do.
So then I left right at one point, wasted, right, wasted. And then I remember I was allegedly, this really probably didn't really happen.
What?
But anyways, then I left, right, and then I was on my phone looking at BackPage at the time because I was drunk.
That was where all the prostitutes were.
Yeah,
right?
it was a website that had all these prostitutes, and then bam, I hit something, right?
So you're looking at BackPages as you're driving down the road? Wasted?
Allegedly, but that I'm sure that
was there anybody like a human there, or like you just hit it and go?
I hope not. But look, so I hit it, right?
Yeah.
I hit, and it's like I remember it's a good hit. Like I'll show you. There's a dent that shows a curve. What is it? A concave out?
Yeah.
Where my head hit the glass.
Yeah.
Right? And then I couldn't even see, right? And then when I hit the accelerator, it was barely going, like, it was like a go-kart. And I remember I was driving around these back neighborhoods in Waukegan, and I ended up at like some parking lot by some apartments.
Yeah.
And my hood, I'll show you the picture. My hood is like, it looks kind of like it looked like that, like hood all fucked up. And then I ended up in the back. And then I remember I ended up, and I was like, wait, this is where I live. And I drive more, never got pulled over. I get to my, park the car in front of my house.
You are so lucky, dude.
Allegedly. This all happened. It's parking in front of my old house, right? Go inside, knock on the door. My sister opens the door. She sees bloods on my face. And I just go to sleep, right? And that's what happened. And so the next day, my buddy.
That's how you died, too, dude, because you could have had a concussion. You're fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That's how people don't wake up, dude. You could have had, like, serious injury. I mean, you didn't have serious injury.
Right, so do coke tonight.
Yeah.
But look, so then the next day, my buddy's at a dog park down the street. He calls me. He's like, hey, come to the dog park. I was like, oh, I don't have a ride. I was like, what do you mean I have a ride? I was like, my car. I was like, what? I crashed it, and it was like, here, I'll go pick you up. And then he goes to pick me up. He's like 2 minutes away.
Yeah.
And he sees a car parked in front of my house, completely totaled. And he's like, Giovanni, you can't leave it here. What if a cop pulls by and so, like, it's going to ask you what happened? I was like, oh, yeah. I'm just kind of waking up from all this mess. Yeah. So then I got it towed to his house, parked it reverse, and then put it on Craigslist, sold it to some Mexican dudes for like $300. But no, that one,
scumbag, dude.
Yeah, that one I was like, and that's when, so that happened on a Friday night, I think, and I think Sunday night was Three Dead Moose, and I'm there messaging this girl that I met plenty on Fish. She was big, but
what do you mean she's big? Like heavy chick?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, she wasn't like. No, she was just a fucking nurse, right? So then I remember, I was messaging her, and she's like, telling me, like, I told her kind of what happened. She's like, you should go checked out. So I'm sitting in front of the Three Dead Moose, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go. So I headed over to the hospital. So yeah.
And what'd they say? You had a concussion? See,
they were good. And when I told them when it happened or something like that, but no, I remember it's just more. There was a good picture I had with blood all over my face.
Yeah. Yeah. No, when you're fucked up, dude, you'll know you're fucked up sometimes. I mean, but I get it. You want to go there and make sure you don't fucking, have like a blood clot or something. I don't know. Dude, I didn't go to the hospital for like 20 years. I didn't go to the hospital until I met my wife. And now every time I get fucked up, she's like, let's go to the hospital. It's always like a woman thing. Like, I never went to the fucking hospital for 25 years probably, dude. You ain't get me in there.
No, they asked me. They're like, you want to go? But I was like, nah, I don't want to deal with more. But they did take me in an ambulance and check my my vitals or everything like that. Yeah, they checked my vitals.
You going to get a bill for that?
Huh?
You going to get a bill for that probably?
Probably tomorrow.
Fucking $800 right there, probably right there,
I have
dude.
insurance.
Yeah, I know. But, dude, insurance only covers so much, man. They'll fucking still send you a $400 bill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, they checked me out, and the cop was pretty hot.
Oh yeah,
she had a nice ass. It was this white chick, right? But I'm not. I'm done. I'm done with women. Actually, completely.
Yeah, I don't believe that, dude.
Done, dude.
I've heard you're done's with this, done's with that, and then like it comes back.
No, because I've been trying to get back with my ex, right? So now,
why are you trying to get back with your ex, dude? It didn't work the first time. Why are you trying to go back?
I think she's a lady for me, but now I think she's a lady for me.
She's not. If she was the lady for you, she would have been the lady for you before.
Dude, I was an animal.
When you guys had no history or anything together.
Dude, I don't think there's anybody could have been the lady for me at that point because I was an animal.
Oh, so you're gonna blame it on yourself,
dude? I was a fucking animal. Look, I don't want to say, but basically one night I was wasted.
Whatever happened to a ride and die chick? Is she not a ride or die chick where she's like with you, like
she's
through it all?
She's still around. I mean, but she has a man right now, so maybe I shouldn't talk about it.
Oh, she has a man right now?
But today or tomorrow, I'm going to be like, look, man, I'm going to tell her. I was going to try to do it today. I'm gonna tell
What are
like
you
how
gonna
I
tell
feel.
her?
I just be like, look, I want to work things out, but I didn't get a chance. Got to fucking crash into a Pollock. All right.
You know what, dude?
But today was the day. I was gonna do it today, dude.
Yeah.
I had to wait for something else.
I wouldn't have done it today.
That happened. I'll
I
tell you
don't
after
think
the
you should do it
podcast,
tomorrow
buddy.
either, dude.
I'm doing it, buddy.
You're in a desperate situation right here where like you.
No,
you
I've been
feel
planning to do
vulnerable.
this for a while, but then this sped it up. I was gonna do it today. Actually, I was gonna go to IKEA, right? Because the reason I was gonna do it at IKEA. Because about 10 whatever years ago, we went to jail. I went to jail because me and her. All right, I wanted to do mushrooms. You do mushrooms?
No.
James, you do mushrooms, right?
I do everything.
He does everything. Right? So,
All right.
this is what happened. Oh, I just did mushrooms on episode something of the with B. Casper on the Lobo Den podcast. And on that episode, I actually professed my love to her, and I told her to listen to it, but she hasn't. So I just got to tell her in person, like a man.
All right.
Anyways, but look, so I did mushrooms, and I really enjoyed it one time. I was like, man, I want to do this again, but I wanted to plan it out where like I don't want to drive, I don't want to do anything. So I made a deal with her. This is years ago, and I was like, you know what? I want to do mushrooms, but I don't want to drive. I don't want to do anything. What's up? But I want to do mushrooms. She's like, all right. She was like, all right, we'll do mushrooms. The deal was I'll do mushrooms. You can use my car and we can go to fucking wherever, right? Home Depot, or you guys want to go, IKEA. And that was part of the deal. So then I remember I took the mushrooms. I think I took them at the parking lot at the Home Depot. And no, in the car, not the parking lot, in the bathroom at the Home Depot, right? And or that's when they started
Taking mushrooms in a bathroom of a Home Depot?
Yeah. I'm Mexican,
Christ,
dude. I'm
the
Mexican,
fuck,
dude.
Man? All right.
People are there. I feel uncomfortable. Anyways.
Yeah.
So I do the mushrooms, right? They start kicking in. I throw up in the parking lot. They kick in. And now they're starting to, after they throw up, I always throw up. They kick in.
Yeah.
So then, and I remember I go to this is one of my favorite moments I had before I went to jail. I went to her backyard, and it was her snow, and her backyard was kind of by some trees and woods. And I remember I was looking at the trees and the woods, and whenever I would tell them to move, they would shift. I was like, oh, this is so serene, so cool. But then they're like, hey. And I remember I go inside, and then we had a dog named Charlie, and I remember I go inside, and they're trying to teach a dog tricks, right? And to me, it felt sick watching it. It felt like, he's like, you know what? No, that's you become a hippie when you're doing mushrooms, right? And I was like, that's not right.
Yeah.
You know, you're like,
dog rights.
You're taunting him. Yes, dog rights, right?
Yeah,
You're taunting him with food. I was like, it's
not cool.
Yeah, it wasn't cool, especially on mushrooms, right? So I went back outside, but then they're like, let's go to IKEA, and I was like, I don't want to go, but we go to IKEA, so it's like whatever.
God.
It was part of my deal, so I was like, fuck it,
What
let's
IKEA?
go.
The one up by you in
Schaumburg,
Schaumburg, huh?
Yeah, Schaumburg.
Okay.
I want to get a desk. That's where I want to go. But anyways, so then I go. We're driving to IKEA. A cop gets behind her, and then she kind of like, I don't know, just speeds up out of like just nervousness or speeds
Idiot.
up. Cop pulls her over, right? And the cop tells us, she's like, and I was like, whatever. She has a suspended license.
No, that's
and
even
she was
better.
like, oh, so we got to get another driver.
I've been pulled over for suspended license, dude.
Oh, plenty
it's
of
the
times,
worst,
a
dude.
lot. But they asked me, they're like, hey, can we search your car? Usually I'm like gun ho. I was like, no, you can't search my car. But I'm like, I'm on I'm high. They're like, they just kicked in like big time. And then I'm like, and so I say, sure. I'm like, go ahead and search it. I just want them to search it so I get the fuck out of there. You know what I mean? But then I forgot. I remember I'm sitting in the cop car watching them search, and I see them pull out a bag of Halls. Do you guys remember Halls?
Yeah.
They're still around.
Yeah.
Anyways, did they cure COVID? I don't know. But she pulls out a bag of Halls, and when I see the fucking bag of Halls, I'm like, fuck. Those are not Halls in there. I had some fucking weed and a fucking pipe in there. I totally forgot about it. Totally forgot. And then so he goes up to me. He's like, is this yours? I was like, yes, it's mine. I didn't want to get anybody else in trouble that's in the car with me. I was
That's
like,
solid.
it's mine. Yeah, it's mine, blah, blah, blah. So remember, they took me. They took me. So they tow the car. The girl gets picked up. Whatever happened to her? She probably got picked up. And they take me to, or maybe I don't know. I don't think she went to the jail. They take me to the jail.
For that?
For the weed. Yeah.
That's fucking pathetic.
Because suspended license, it was maybe like 3 grams in a fucking pipe. Like a little bowl. Like those little fucking cheap bowls. Not even the good bowls that white people get.
How pathetic is that they're taking people to jail at that time? Mm-hmm. You know? Give me a fucking break.
And now it's like, my buddy just got pulled over with an ounce of weed, dude. And they just gave him a ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like,
right.
It's like, so I remember, so they take me in. I remember, they takes me in the interrogation room, and I'm there, and he leaves me. And I remember just hearing the noises like, woof, woof.
Oh
and I was like, I'm off. I was like, this is. And I remember when they pulled me out, and I just looked around, I saw all the cops. I was like, this is like the worst fucking thing that could happen to me right now. It's right when they kicked in, like full throttle. So I'm looking at all these cops. I was like, fuck, right. So they take me in the room, and he starts asking me all these questions. Like, first he's like, why do you have so many machetes in there? I had like 3 or 4 machetes.
Why do you got that many machetes?
Fuck you.
Why do you?
What are you, a fucking pig?
Yeah, but who has machetes?
No, I don't like using that word.
Who has a machete?
I don't use it. I take it back. I support the police. What's another word for cop? What are you, fucking cop? And narc? Okay, look. So that I was like, I had fucking machetes, but you know, my dad's Lobo, so he raised me fucking having knives and guns and things like that. So it was part of fucking my Lobo life, right?
Yeah,
so
sure,
I always had, but I knew that legally you could only have them for as a tool, right? So if you ask me, if you have a big knife, like I have a pocket knife right here.
Yeah, because knives over 4 inches here, right? Is it 4-inch blade here?
I forgot what it is.
It's either 2.5
Between 2.5 and 4.
Something like that,
something
right?
like that,
So
right?
basically it's
Anything
like a
bigger than
pound.
that, they got a fucking problem.
Yeah,
with
and
it.
you can't hide it, so you know I have my clip out, whatever. So just a regular knife. But if you have something big, right? If you have something big, if they ask you, you got to tell them. Oh no, it's just. I was telling him it's just for camping.
Yeah.
He's like, it's not for self defense. Like, no, it's for camping because I know he was trying to get me.
Yeah.
Right. And I was like, no, it's for camping. And he's like, come on.
Wow.
And then I remember this.
job.
This pissed me off. He was like. 3 fucking little, like 3 grams of weed, or maybe 1.75. I wanted to remember what the fuck I had because it was such a little amount.
Yeah.
And I remember he's asking me, he's like, oh, so do you have any more at the house? Like a lot, maybe to
What
sell?
the fuck is that about?
He was trying to pitch me with fucking just. I remember this cunt cop, dude. I
know.
still remember, right? Oh, this cunt
They'll
motherfucker.
pull that
dude.
shit sometimes, man.
I remember. And I was like, I'm high, and I'm like, this. And in my head, I was like, oh, they're gonna get me. They're gonna get me for federal charge. In my head, I was going to
Dude.
federal prison for like 40 years because I'm hypersensitive about everything, dude. I'm on mushrooms, and I was like, man, they're gonna get me, right? And I'm like, oh, and I remember in my head, I was getting so pissed off. Oh, and this one happened first, and then I was like, you know what? And then he read me my Miranda right. Oh, then you know what happened? When he started probing with these questions.
Yeah.
I was like, I smartened up and I was like, you know what? I was like,
lawyer.
yeah. I was like, you know what? I need to speak to a lawyer or something like that.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'll be back. And he came back and just gave me paperwork to sign out. Because once I realized what they was doing, I was just trying to cooperate, but I was like, you know what? If you're gonna arrest me, fucking arrest me. I was like, ain't this? And then,
But see, dude, that's
Oh,
why
well,
I don't
yeah.
like doing drugs and leaving the house. Like, don't do that shit, man. Stay
the
at
thing
the
is,
house.
I was chaperoned. Right now, I'm afraid. You know,
There's
what
too
I
many
mean?
wild cards when you go out like on shit, man. It's too many wild cards, man. I look, I get it. It's fun to like, dude. We used to go to Six Flags all fucked up and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's like fun. You know, you get fucked up.
We do
and
that
go,
every year.
I want to do that. It sounds so fun, dude.
Fright
Yeah.
Fest, baby.
But yeah.
Woo.
But you're in fucking public, all fucked up. Dude.
Yeah, dude,
so
like
it's
a
not,
Puerto Rican dude attacks you or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's fucking. That's the only thing. You're putting a wild card into it, dude. Opposed to like being at your fucking house on mushrooms.
Yeah.
You know, what are you gonna do? Go to IKEA and fucking what? Walk around IKEA and like on mushrooms?
And
That sounds awesome.
And why is she driving? Well, dude, because I know I got 40 days house arrest for driving our suspended license in Ohio like 22 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got pulled over twice in 1 week for driving our suspended license. I was trying to go to work one time, and then one time I was going to mow my grass at my place, and they pulled me over like an idiot. Because during those days, I had a ticket that I didn't pay on, and they suspended my license, and I wasn't opening up my mail during then because I was a fucking idiot.
Is that when you were smoking?
Nope.
When you were a pothead?
Way too much weed. Yeah. Way
He didn't
too much.
handle James. He didn't handle Eric. Didn't handle weed well. He lost the house. when
I
he was
lost
young.
the house.
He
I
would
lost
just smoke. He
everything.
wouldn't pay
I just
bills.
became like a big weed head.
And
where I didn't do
you owned a
nothing.
house and you rented it at a young
Yeah, it was
age,
like
right?
a duplex, and dude, life started out really well. I mean, I had a kid when I was 19, but once I had a kid, I go, okay, I got to like get this going and get my shit together. And I got my shit together, but dude, I became a real big weed head, and it fucked up everything. And I know people go, oh, it's just weed. I go, no, dude, that's all I wanted to do was smoke weed, and I just let everything go. Cut to like 7
You could
years.
handle. You obviously handle weed, right, James? I can't.
I
But
don't
see,
smoke
dude-
during the day.
But
Okay,
dude,
yeah,
I would
at
smoke
night, yeah.
all day. Like I can't. Like everybody that loves weed knows what I'm talking about. But it's different with me. That's why I don't fuck with like real drugs, because I know that if it gets its hooks into me, I'm fucked.
Oh yeah, you got addiction in the
I'm
family,
fucked. I got
right?
a big time addiction in me. I got addiction in my family. Dude, my mom's still on fucking drugs. You know, my dad was like a heroin guy. Like all my uncles
What's
are
your mom?
alcoholics.
Coke? Pills?
Pills, painkillers, always painkillers, sleeping pills.
Oh.
You know, my aunts and uncles, all drunks and pill poppers, all coke, all that
What
shit.
part of
all-
Ohio are you from?
Akron, Ohio. It's
right?
south of Cleveland, like maybe like 40 minutes.
Is that
or
where
so.
LeBron's from?
Yeah, Akron's from where LeBron's from.
So
but
LeBron is Akron not nice?
it just looks like Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. It's a little where Milwaukee
Have you
or
been to
same
Racine? What a fucking shithole.
No, I never been.
I
to
didn't
Racine.
realize.
I've never done a comedy in Racine.
So,
or have to go
I
there.
don't know if people who don't know the area, there's this Kenosha. It's a decent sized city, and then the next one.
I've been to Kenosha before.
Not too bad. Nice
Yeah.
city. The next one, Racine, and then it's the next big city, and then you get to
Yeah.
Milwaukee, right? The big city in Wisconsin. I went to Racine, dude. I looked around. It felt like I don't know, Detroit. It was shitty, dude.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, it's Racine. That's where I picked up that girl who I didn't tell you the one. Oh, I told with Brennan in the other episode. That's the one who her brother
What?
raped her for a year. And
Damn,
then,
her
but
brother
then
raped her for a year.
right? And this is the girl who
What
told
happened
me
after the year? He got a girlfriend or something like that?
he died of cancer.
He died of cancer? What a piece of shit.
YOLO. But then,
Wait. So what? You met somebody there, and you guys hook up, right? How long did it take her to tell you that? Like, yeah, my brother raped me for a year. How long did that take from the beginning you meet her to like she tells you my brother raped me for a year? Because if that's like the first night or the first couple days, she's a fucking nut job herself.
So this is what happened that night. I'll be sort of brief because I think I already talked about it. But basically, she came over to my house, and then we're messing around. I'm trying to have sex. This is in my room, my bed. This is before trying to have sex. We're messing around, and then she drops it on me, and I'm like,
why would she drop it on you right there?
Exactly, dude.
She's fucked up. I mean, he probably fucked her up. I'm not saying he didn't fuck her up, but she's all fucked up.
And she dropped that one. Oh, and then before that, she dropped that. She tried to kill herself the week before on Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, fuck, dude, I should just go to bed, but I didn't. I kept pursuing to try to sleep.
Damage fucking good.
But I hung out with her again after that.
Why? Why would you do that? There's no reason to even pick up the phone.
Because that's when I wasn't ready for my ex. I was still on some bullshit. But I'm not gonna say more recently. I don't want to incriminate myself, but I'm afterwards. Because what if she listens to this and she's like, "Wait a second,
you ain't getting back to her, dude. You guys ain't doing nothing. Guess what? I don't need a crystal ball to realize it ain't gonna work, dude. It ain't gonna work.
All right."
I'm serious, dude. It might
not, but
move on. You know what, dude? I've known you for a couple years now. You love unavailable women. Like that's your thing. You love like I think you like.
I was talking to that engaged. I'm done with that engaged chick. I'm done with all those ones.
Yeah, but you don't
these
have
were the
like
bad ones.
you don't like mess with like available like I like yeah. Come on in, big guy. Let's
I got to shoot my shot though. I got to shoot my shot, and if she's like I don't want to work this out, then she doesn't. But I have to because that's like
why?
Because dude, I'm at a different place now. I was fucking insane when we were together. I was a fucking animal, worse than I was.
Yeah, but
even a few years ago doing mics with you.
But you don't start at zero. You always come back with like you're not starting at zero with her, and she's not starting at zero with you. And then when you get back together, the cup's already like 3/4 full, and then a little bit more liquid gets in there, it overflows quicker. Like it's not.
I have rules. I'm not gonna drink. I'm not gonna drink unless I'm with her. Only
me
and her.
I'll put a note in my phone. I'm gonna put a note in my phone. When are you gonna talk to her? Because I'm gonna put it.
I'm trying after the podcast or the morning ASAP. ASAP.
In 3 days from now, I'm gonna put a note in my phone, and then they're like, I'm gonna revisit this in like I'll give you 4 months.
All right,
I'll give
as
you
soon
4
as
months.
possible. Revisit. So that wait, what was I talking about before this?
The chick getting raped, and then she fucking tells you she tried to kill herself. Like, dude, these are the worst.
So these are the worst. Yeah, that's the old me, right? That's the old me. And I still sleep with her.
You know
that
what
night.
though, dude? You know what though? There's women that will, and dudes also, but there's women that will tell fucking guys that, and the guys eat it up where they're like, oh, she's so loving in her heart, and oh, she's so, and then you guys fuck and like, oh, I like how she's deep and she's a little fucked
she
up.
She got 2 DUIs
like,
that month.
Yeah,
I don't think that was that case.
Yeah. She's next.
So
now, keep it moving, dude.
I never got her pregnant. God,
that's another thing too, because when I first met this guy, he would never wear condoms. I don't know if those days are gone.
Yeah.
And you'd never wear condoms, and that's how I first started talking to her. I go, dude, you better watch that because you're going to get one of these little fucking swamp rats pregnant, and you're going to be stuck with her for the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
And you were like, I don't care. And I'm like, yeah, you say that now, but if you have to deal with her bullshit for fucking,
I'm not doing it
20
anymore.
years.
Let's
just
say
trying to raise your kid.
Since we talked, since that time, I did have a pregnancy scare, but I got out of it. Thankfully.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What did she call you and say I'm pregnant or what?
No, basically she said like, hey. You know how I told you to take the condom off, and I'll take the morning after pill. I didn't realize I was ovulating that day, and you can't take it, or you can't if you're ovulating, it doesn't work. I guess that's what she told me. And if you're like a certain weight, it doesn't work.
Yeah,
which she was, but it's not skinny, by the way. So the crazy chick. So that night, it was still the old me. I was like, fucking. I pushed through, and I was like, and I slept with her that night, right? But then after that, I hung out with her again, and then. Again, she's at my house, maybe doing coke allegedly. At my house, I got my koozie. At my house, maybe doing coke, and then again, oh, brother raped me, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Oh, but then she had a new one. Sorry for the people listening to the last episode. I'll finish it up. I think I said the same thing with Brendan, but she was like, oh, but I found out that her dad she lives with, the stepdad, she walked in on the stepdad fucking her baby daddy, and then you all right? Yeah. Her baby daddy was fucking her dad/stepdad that she currently lives with.
Yeah.
And then, yes. And I was like, wait, when I heard that one, I was like, at that point, this is where I think it shows growth. Because at that point, I was like, in my head, I was like, I'm done, dude. I'm going to fucking bed. I'm not trying to sleep with this chick anymore. Yeah. Old Giovanni would have been like, okay, I could work with this and get a good one. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to fucking bed. I'll send it to in the morning.
You're gonna learn the hard way, man. Because guess what? You're gonna get stuck with somebody like that, or you're gonna fuck them. Even if you don't even get pregnant, you're gonna fuck them, and then guess what? You're giving the invite to a crazy person that's damaged into your life. And then you got to deal with that, dude. I don't know, dude. I've dealt with that same bullshit. I had my little boy's mother arrested a couple times, dude. She dated coke dealers, and I'd be out and I'd see her with her coke dealer boyfriend, and I'm like, oh, here it comes, here it is, that type of dude. It's a pain in the ass, dude. That's when I would hear you saying you're not having sex with condoms. I just seen like that type of shit.
No, but that's because
it's very rare that you're gonna get like the best mom pregnant and like the best smart woman pregnant. I mean, that's like you're rolling the dice.
For a little bit, I was doing the Kinnison, right? That Kinnison bit. Wow. He's like, don't fuck somebody. Don't fuck somebody that you wouldn't use a rubber with or something like that.
Yeah.
Or you wouldn't want to get. And I was kind of using that. I was like, I'm not gonna mess with girls if my reaction if I were to get pregnant was anything worse than, you know what I mean? So then, but then that went away.
But then also just wear condoms, dude. Just wear condoms and make sure they're not.
I'm just not having the sex.
Yeah, that's what everybody says.
Because after that scare, no, this is what I'm now. Now I'm gonna be more. Now this is the thing. If I have an urge to message somebody or have sex, I'm gonna pay for porn or pay for an OnlyFans. You know, comics have OnlyFans. Like local comedians? Yep. Do you know what I'm talking about? I think you do. How'd you know that?
What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Local comedians in the scene have OnlyFans.
What the fuck is that?
It's.
Oh, no.
What the fuck is OnlyFans?
So, do you have Instagram?
Yeah, I got Instagram.
Okay, hey, you don't married though, so you don't follow any. I follow ladies on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
And these are Instagram thoughts. The bigger ones I showed you that you call them what,
fat
ant
girls.
legs? Yeah.
They're like all fat girls. This guy's into like big time fat girls,
my
man.
Ribs. Oh, my ribs, Bruce ribs.
Sloppy chicks.
Yeah, dude. I messaged Victoria. I was like, I plugged in the podcast. I haven't heard back, anyways. So now it's like if I have the urge to do that. So OnlyFans, you click on it and you pay $12 a month or $20 a month, and there are videos of them of more graphic stuff. And I recently discovered that female comedians on the scenes have OnlyFans, and I was like,
"What do you mean graphics? So they're showing like their tits and puss and stuff
tits,
like that."
Puss. The one I just saw. The one I just saw. It was tits, puss. She was.
And when you say local comics, is that like female comics or dudes?
Dude, I'm not watching gay porn. Yeah,
those are female comics that are doing
that? Yes. I'm sure. Are there any male comics doing OnlyFans?
There are.
I'm sure.
Oh,
there
wow.
are.
Really? I didn't even think about it. Yeah,
no kidding.
I did a interview with this chick who does OnlyFans, but then she deleted me.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you do to her, man?
Nothing. I
You
guess
had to do something.
You know what? Because I didn't post.
Oh, you didn't post something for her? What is
honestly, I think what happened is I didn't post when the George Floyd stuff thing punched. I didn't post anything about it, and then she canceled me or whatever.
Because you didn't post anything about George Floyd?
Yeah, and then she deleted my shit, and I was like, I was so angry. Dude. I was like, I wasted the time in that fucking Instagram live.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you. Anyways, you hear me? Anyways, sorry.
Well, dude, even when you said, because I'm off social media for the most part, like I'm just like it's like a river of shit. Like it's not like just river, like fast flowing river of shit to me. I know others, they get like joy out of it. And when you told me that somebody said for all the people that aren't posting right now, you basically see how they stand or whatever, and don't book them for your shows.
Yeah.
And I go, that's where we're at now. Like if you don't fucking even post, if you stay silent, like don't post nothing and don't want to get in, like jump in on that.
I used to be cool with that person.
That now you're not getting fucking show like some shitty bar show that's on fucking Milwaukee or something like that. Who gives a fuck?
I used to have a crush on that girl, and then she gave me her phone number once. I got excited, but then I fucked a hooker that night, and I remember I was telling the hooker about it.
You were telling a hooker about a chick you got,
and the hooker almost kicked me out. The hooker was like, "You know what? You acting stupid. You need to get the fuck out of here." Then I was like, "No,
well, they don't want to hear that shit. They want to hear hooker shit."
I thought I liked her at the time.
You like a hooker?
No, the girl, the comic that I sent you of. I won't say her name, but I was like, I was excited. I was like, got her phone number. I was like, oh, this is cool. But then, I got drunk.
You still fucking hookers, dude? When's the last one?
I think the Miami strippers, July 15th, 2019. Yeah, no.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy how, like you said, you were rolling up on chicks in Compton and stuff like that, but rolling up on streetwalkers.
Yeah,
that's fucking crazy.
Dude, that's scary.
I see fucking streetwalkers all the time over here on by 290 and Cicero, right there by the Industrial Parkway.
Don't tell me the names, dude.
Well, dude,
I
you know
relax.
about that red light. That's been a red light district for fucking ever. It's one of the oldest in Chicago, man. Is the way right there, Cicero and 290 Highway right there. at the Eisenhower. And
I'm
then-
getting a hooker.
Yeah, dude, it's right there in Industrial Parkway.
But
And
not to fuck them. I'm
those-
gonna. I have the SMB 48s. I could record from my car.
Dude, those hookers
I'll
are
pay them.
dre-
We'll do a podcast with
Those,
them.
those
I'll do
hookers
a
are
sister
dressed up, man. They're dressed up nice, like a fucking movie. I couldn't believe it.
They're they get their stuff from Fashion Nova. Do you guys
I
you
don't
don't know
what
what Fashion?
Fashion Nova is.
Oh, you're not on social media then on Instagram. Do you know you know Fashion Nova, right?
Yeah.
That's where like all the there's all these Fashion Nova models. These like the thick ones, right? There's these Fashion Nova models. I think that's where a lot of ladies get their clothes from now. They order them on Fashion Nova.
Fashion Nova.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. I remember one time I was like in a hotel, but with people. We were on vacation. I saw like a Fashion Nova tag. I was like, oh man, they're getting Fashion Nova. But I think the last prostitute
Dude.
was July 15th. I think it was those.
Dude,
I've just had my like.
one of the funniest things this motherfucker ever told me about was when you said you were in fucking where's that place you go with your buddy down south?
Miami?
No, southern, like a South America type shit.
Oh, Honduras.
And you said you were doing coke with some like prostitute chick or something like that. And she goes, "Hey, ease up, watch out on that coke. It's real strong down here." And you said what?
No, so this is what happened. Honduras is closer to South America than Waukegan, Illinois, right?
Sure, yeah.
Don't
They
think
don't
about
step
that.
on it as much,
You
right?
don't think about it, right? So then when I get there, I was like, the first night, I was like, you know what? I want a hooker. So they got me a hooker the first night, dude. I already had her picked out and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So then she comes over, and then I remember the ones at Honduras third world hookers are different, right? They ask for a lot of things. She's like, oh, what's that? Let me get that. Free food, cookies, everything we had. Like, what do you, they take whatever. It's a third world country, right? You know what I mean? So then I remember I was doing coke.
Yeah.
Then we get this room on. I'm doing coke, right? And it's pretty potent. I don't think about it. And I'm doing it, right? And then she's like, hey, maybe, we were having sex and stuff. But then I was like, I wanted to do more coke, and I was like, how much fuck you in the ass? She's like 100. I'm like, lempiras,
100 to fuck her in the ass down there.
bucks, right? That's what I thought. I was like 100 lempiras, which is maybe like $10 or $20. She's like, no, 100 American. I was like,
Fuck that.
I was like, fuck that.
I
I was
ain't no
like,
$100 asshole.
Hold on, let me go to my book bag. So I go, I take the $100.
You paid $100 to fuck some Honduras hooker in her asshole?
I tried to.
That's fucking stupid,
But
dude.
I started doing more coke. Right?
Yeah.
And then she was like, hey, maybe you should slow down. I was like, don't tell me I'm American what to do. I was like, no, I'm good. And I was doing more and didn't think about it. It's way more potent. You're closer to South America. So now,
What happened?
which I used to have a bit about this. Yeah, I remember this. Yeah, I used to have a bit. So I was basically saying like it looked, how it looks like when the plastic comes off the shoelace and you try to get in the hole.
Yeah.
Like that's what's happening. And so I couldn't. Yeah, I
Is that what
couldn't get it
happens
up.
when you do coke?
If
You
you
get
do
that
too
type
much-
of dick?
Yeah, if you do too much cocaine, it kills your boner.
Really?
And Adderall too. I heard.
Really?
I don't have Adderall, but yeah, they're both. That's why I was getting those gas station dick pills I was telling you about, because I was like, I still want to do some coke, but I want to risk losing it.
Those dick pills work at those gas stations? The ones like in that little capsule and shit?
Good Morning works, and then there's this liquid I use that works. And
They have a
stuff like that.
liquid?
It's like these
crazy.
Arab guys at Hoximan and Zion. He's like.
What do you do? Drink the whole thing, or you
What
just
is
do
what-
like a couple drops?
It's like those yogurt things the kids have, the little yogurts in the
Go-Gurts,
packet. It's kind of
Go-Gurts.
it's like a little golden pad, but it's like a Go-Gurt, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember because I went in there, I was like, "Hey, do you guys have the Good Morning?" He's like, "No, but look, we have this, my friend. Works very good. Works
Oh,
very
really?
good." Yeah, try it. I was like, "All right, fuck it, I try it, right?" And I remember this is And I remember, and no, it worked. It worked. You know what I mean? I got that job, but it worked too good at one point because I possibly almost I had that scare. You know what I mean?
No,
that was
what's scare? What do you mean?
pregnancy scare. You know what I mean? Because they're like, oh, take it off, and I was like, fuck, and that was like, but now. No more drinking, no more nothing. So this is what I'm gonna do. Tomorrow, this next few days, I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna shoot my shot with my ex and tell her how I feel, until I changed.
Yeah. What do you think she's gonna say?
I don't know. You know what I mean? And if I tell Lil, man, if you want to take your time, think about it.
Take your time. No, I wouldn't be giving her no.
Well,
take
she's
no
getting
time
that.
shit.
Look, because it's just because of my record with her. I'm gonna be like, look, if you are not ready right now, I'm gonna tell her this. I'm gonna be waiting, and I'm not talking to any girls, which I'm gonna tell her. And I'm not.
Don't
I'm taking
do
a break.
that.
Well,
Why
I'm doing
are you
it
doing that?
because.
Well, because what if something else good comes into your life and you go, oh, I'm waiting for my ex-girlfriend and I'm waiting for her to get back with me.
What's
Like,
good's gonna come? And not in the next few months, dude. Because I need to. I'm just gonna focus on the podcast. Do I do other things? I have a job, my day job, golf equipment, and then I feel like I do something else.
I just think you should put your efforts into like new pussy. Like
No.
that's such a better idea.
I'm taking a break from new
like
pussy.
somebody that doesn't really have
Nope.
I
need to shoot.
Why
a
are you
shot.
doing that?
I need to shoot my shot with this
It's a
one.
waste. It's
All
a
right,
waste.
She's the one. But
She's
she's
the one?
nice, dude. She's always a nice one. She's always been the good one. You know what I mean? My friends know her, but it was an
Is
animal.
she over your shit though? Because sometimes women are over your shit.
I
where they
feel in
just
the
go,
last
"I'm done
year
with your
I've really
shit."
worked where it's like I think a year ago it's because I'm friendly with her, but a year ago I'd say no.
When's the last time you had sex with her?
I don't want to say, but it was like not recent, but it was like semi-recent. Not semi-recent, maybe was it 2 years ago? But whenever it was, like, because she was with a dude, they broke up.
Yeah.
And this is the fucked up part when we had sex. We had sex, and then like for days, I didn't even like message her, contact her, and then I didn't bring it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I just pretended it didn't happen. Because at that time I was still kind of on bullshit. At that time I was still like, I kind of wanted to get with her, but I wanted to like wait for her to say something for in about 3 or 6 months because I still wanted to party for a few more months. So I wasn't ready to do it. And then I was up. Yeah, I was still on bullshit.
Yeah.
But then fucking dude, I'm telling you that fucking Miami trip really fucking
What
turned
is
my
she,
life
like
around.
a friend of the family or something like that? Is that what she is?
No,
sure he knows
I've
your
known her-
sisters and shit well or something like that.
I've known her for like 10, like, you know, we've been on and off friends and whatever for like 10 years.
She
dude.
Mexican?
Mexican and Puerto Rican, but not like, you know, but she works though.
Yeah.
That's one tech on Puerto Ricans.
Fucking love Puerto Rican women, right?
Oh, dude, but I don't think I could be with a full Puerto Rican, dude.
Yeah.
I
They'll try to fucking fry an ice cube if they could. You know what I'm saying?
I had a friend get an ice cube in his butt by a Puerto Rican chick. Ugh. She was eating his ass, right? And then she put did an ice cube trick or something.
What size ice cube? Like an ice tray? Like the old school ice trays that are like
I think the regular cube, but I don't think she put it in.
Like
but
a watermelon shape, like a quarter of a watermelon, like those old ice cubes, or is it like you know?
I think the regular ones, but I don't think she put it in, right? But like she put it. I remember he told me, I was like, he's like
bag
dude,
ice, ice.
The one in the regular tray, I'm assuming.
She's sticking tray ice
unless
up
we
his
had
ass?
we might have had bad ice at the house.
What did he say? What did he do? He just let it happen?
And I just remember the next day he was just like, "What the fuck?" Like, he's like, it started with like that, and then there was Ice Cube. And it's traumatizing when like the first time you get your ass.
You can't have that because
I love
they
it now.
break up and shit, and she wants to get disrespectful. She'll go, "I put ice cubes up your asshole." Like that ain't gonna go over well, dude.
Chicago Ice Company. Have you guys had those? Dude, those are the best. If you drink whiskey sometimes.
I do.
You do. Those have the best. If you can find those bags at Jewel, because they have just the regular shitty ones. But if you buy a Chicago Ice Company, there's like filtered water. They're good. They're great cubes if you want to have whiskey and stuff.
Oh, yeah?
You still drink. Like that's why I'm cutting off on the drink. I haven't drank.
I didn't know you, dude. You told me you had a drinking problem. I didn't know you had a drinking problem,
dude. I was telling you cigars and
makes
stripes,
sense,
and you didn't believe me.
No, I went to fucking Bobby Slayton with you, and you fucking dropped the glass at the table, and that's
Brian Ward looked at me. I was like, oh yeah, because Brian got us in right, and I fucking
and then I assumed that like, oh no, that was just an accident. But then you tell me months later you got a drinking problem. I go, oh, that makes sense then. This guy's.
But look, what happened? That honestly, that was a fucking shitty glass that happened that night. I am a drunk, but that fucking time, dude, the glass was just like here, this high, and then the shit fucking broke.
Yeah,
on
it was
me.
weird, dude, because he only dropped it like 7 inches.
Yeah, dude, and it fucking broke on me. No, but I didn't go. I stayed at my friend's house that night. In the city, dude. I was like, I hit her up. I was like, not the girl that came with us.
Yeah. How'd she get home?
I dropped her off at some party or something like that. But then I was driving around. I was like tired. I was like, I hit my friend, and then she let me stay the night.
Dude, right now's the time to do shit in Chicago. They ain't pulling nobody over, man. Nobody.
Have you left the house?
Dude, they ain't pulling nobody over, dude. I fucking drive all around.
Like today, when the cop was there at the accident, right? I was like, I told you, right? I don't even remember the concussion, right? I was like, I told her, I was like, I have all these firearms. I had. She was like, oh yeah, go ahead. Didn't ask me for ID. Didn't ask for my FOID or anything like that.
What county was that? Was that Cook County? You got an accident?
No, Lake County.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I bet if it was Cook County, they might have a problem with it, right?
I don't know.
You can't have an AR-15 in Cook County, dude.
I think you can only have if you're traveling through. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe something like
but
that.
You can't live there, dude.
But I told you, man. My wife's cousin's husband said, dude, if you live in Cook County, you got that on your license. You go to a gun shop and just even say, hey, can I see your AR-15? I'm thinking about buying it. If they look at your license as Cook County, a lot of places won't even hand you the gun. They're going now.
Oh,
you got to store it out of Cook County. You got to like store it. Like there's dudes that have like a gun storage in like Indiana. That's what he was telling me. That there's dudes that store guns like in Indiana and shit like that.
I did. I don't think I did comedy. Finally,
How'd
I
that
told
go?
you that.
Yeah,
it went well.
How'd that go?
She came with me.
Who?
The ex.
Oh yeah.
We spent like 2 hours at Burlington, right? Do you know women go through the whole? I didn't because I've been single for so long and I haven't been in there hanging out with a chick unless I'm drinking with her and just doing coke and fucking. I was at Burlington. They go through every aisle. I don't know if your lady does this. They go at these stores.
So slow.
No,
she knows exactly where to go,
dude. Every single aisle, and she's a little bit of a hoarder, right? So let's like. because I was selling her a bunch of stuff from the
Worst.
whorehouse. Dude, every single night. We were there for like 2-3 hours. The cart got full.
Yeah.
So I was there for like a few hours. I did coke in the bathroom. Well, a few hours. I needed it, dude. At one point, I was like, this is too much.
You did coke at Burlington's bathroom?
Like a little bit, because I was like, oh fuck it. It was like it was too, because it's think about it. It's been so many years since I've been in that type of thing with a girl.
Wait. So you're with your ex, and you guys go to Burlington. You're doing coke in the bath. See, dude, this ain't gonna work, man. You haven't changed, dude. She knows you.
I did
That's
a little
why
bit.
This ain't gonna work,
dude. You
dude.
go to Burlington for 3 fucking hours, dude, and not do.
I've been to places for 3 hours. I don't go. Oh, let me go to the bathroom and do some coke. Or
But you would
something
have
like
a beer
that.
afterwards. Something like it was a bit much for me, dude.
I don't know,
Chew
dude.
gum, what the fuck?
So
Gum's not good for you.
what? How was that comedy show though, man? How'd that go? Was there people to show up?
Yeah,
That was in Wisconsin, right?
yeah, and they were like all receptive. It was outside, and then I remember, but I was freaking out on the way up there, right? So I'm in Burlington.
Why?
Because I haven't done comedy in 3 months. Didn't go over my
that's like
set.
riding a bike
didn't know,
and shit.
Well, I didn't. Look, I'm at Burlington. And it's like usually I was gonna get something ready, and I was like, you know what? Let me listen to my set. So I listened to the last full show I did, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay. And I was like, oh shit, I forgot this part. And I was like, oh shit, I thought I had this memory. I was like, maybe
Yeah.
not. So then I'm like kind of listening to parts of it and try to remember it.
How many
And-
minutes? How many minutes you do?
20. I was supposed to be, somebody backed out because I don't know, somebody they knew had COVID or something, so they backed out.
Yeah.
So we went to from 15 to 20. So I did 20. And I remember I'm driving up there, and then she's in the car with me, and I'm going over this, and she's looking at me because I'm forgetting stuff, and it's like, 20 minutes. I have her write a set list for me, and it's like fuck. Even before I'm on stage, the guys before me's on me. I'm like going over some notes like this, and that. But you're right, muscle memory, dude. That's when I got up there.
Yeah, it's
which is-
weird.
at least with my set list I had up there, I went up there. It clicked muscle memory, and I remembered everything. And
Yeah.
on the way up there, I couldn't fucking remember things and lines. But when I got up there, it just fucking
Sink
it
or
clicked,
swim
dude.
type
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
right?
And it clicked, and fucking.
How many people? How many people were there?
I don't know, maybe like maybe like 30 or something like that.
30 people.
Outside, but they were all receptive. Dude, they were very receptive. They were ready to fucking laugh. It was like
Yeah, comedy's gonna be fucked up. I think for like a year at least, right?
What-
Year and a
what's-
half?
our comedy bar doing stuff outside. Who's doing stuff?
So we have the rooftop of 162 East Superior Street.
Okay.
And it's sold out every show. People want to fucking go out
Yeah,
and see comedy,
dude.
man. Like
They want to see comedy. People are playing golf like crazy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude.
Yeah.
People are freaking been locked up.
Really?
At work, dude, it's fucking booming. Like, I'm gonna do some work stuff when I get home right now, dude. It's booming.
Yeah, but I mean, when are the crowds where it's just gonna be full capacity though? Like when? I mean, I know nobody knows that, but like, when's that gonna get to the point where it's like, yeah, regular weekend
Probably
is normal
next year.
regular
closest
weekend?
estimate is like summer 2021.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
As
Yeah.
soon as there's a vaccine, we'll
Yeah.
probably get back to normal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's all fucked up, man.
So we all got to pray to Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Mr.
Dude.
Billy, dude.
It's all fucked up, man. I there's a lot of people that's going to tap out with comedy. There's a lot of people that are just going to either do podcasts.
Well, I almost retired, but then I got this show, so I think I'll still do shows and things, and I don't know.
Yeah.
But when he sent me that message, it was like, am I going to do this? I was like, you know what? I'll give fucking people the stickers for the podcast, and I can get some listeners. So I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I thought about that, and it wasn't bad, dude. And I met
Yeah.
a guy who fucking runs this stuff at Skyline. He's like, yeah, come up here. You know what I mean? Let me know. So I was like, oh, it turned out well. And then, so she came to the show, Burlington. Oh, and after Burlington, I had my friend had a little party with his wife, and I was like, come to the party. He's like, no, I'd be uncomfortable. It'd be weird. Why would I come?
Yeah.
She comes to the party
Yeah.
with me,
Uh-huh.
then comes to the show, and then afterwards to get back, it's like 11:30, and I was like, oh, my friend and his wife, they're still there. You want to hang out with us? Sing. Hung out with us till like 3 a.m, drank, and then went. So I'm saying, like, I think there's interest on her side, but I just
But when you
I'm
hang
just
in,
trying to
is
prove.
she giving you the eyes and shit like that? And
I'm not gonna make a
being,
move on
like,
her.
flirty on you and stuff.
I
or-
feel like, but I'm not gonna make a move on her until she breaks up with her man, because I don't want to. Since we have a bad experience with me being, I used to be. I don't want
How
to
do
say
you know
cheater.
she's gonna break up their man?
Because I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to shoot my shot. I'm going to tell her how I feel. But if it doesn't, it fucking doesn't. But I haven't said it yet because I'll tell you after the podcast why I didn't say it yet. I don't want to incriminate myself more than I do.
Oh, yeah?
Every fucking time I do this.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just feel like you go for unavailable women, dude. That's your thing, dude.
No, I'm done with unavailable women, dude. Because what I had
Because
the
you're not-
engaged chick.
You're not bad, dude. Like, you're funny. You got interesting stories. The drugs, that's gonna be like hit or miss on like some chicks and shit like that.
Yeah, I don't do drugs anymore. I just do a little bit of coke sometimes.
But
I don't smoke weed.
but dude, I don't know why you don't go for like chicks that are like, hey, I'm with yeah, let's you always go for like broken fucking these like broken toys, dude. That's what you go for. I don't understand that.
I don't anymore. What is the last one? If it doesn't work, but then hopefully, yeah. So that's why I'm going clear. I'm gonna go 0, even without. Let's say I'm just gonna take a little break for like a month or two. Cause
Oh really?
yeah, dude.
Yeah, just like you came back
'Cause I
from
go
Miami
crazy.
and you're like, I'm done drinking. I'm done doing coke. I'm done doing that. That's why like now
I
when
did it
hear
for 90
this-
days. I didn't do 89 days coke, 90 days no alcohol, and my alcohol I basically don't drink. If I drink, it's like very very rare that I drink. Honestly, the only time honestly I drink is like when I have a chick over and fuck. But besides that, I really drink.
Yeah,
that's about it, dude. And like I have rules. I don't drink. I don't like when I was doing shows. I'd have sometimes something afterwards, but I really cut it back, dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, dude. Don't sound like you're cutting it back. You just did coke in a bathroom in Burlington, dude. You know?
I didn't do, dude. I was okay. Let me tell you the reason.
Sound like cutting it back.
I wanted to fast and keep my fast going, appetite suppressant, so I can keep my fast going.
Oh, okay.
Okay, intermittent fasting, isn't that what people do? Isn't that healthy for you?
Yeah.
And, help keep my focus when I help her out pick fucking outfits out. Dude, burns for 3 hours, I think like a baby bump.
That's
not
bullshit,
gonna hurt, dude.
That's bullshit. First of all, she's abusing that shit. Mm-hmm. Like, for you not to be her boyfriend and she takes you to Burlington for 3 hours, no offense.
Well,
dude,
because I haven't shot my shot yet and told her how I feel, but I will. Like
she knows how you feel, dude.
But I haven't told because I've done this before where I don't, and then I back out. I pretend like I do, like it's gonna happen, and then because she's afraid that, and then I fucking back out, and then she knows that because I do that. I used to do that. This is what happened. She'd give me attention, we're going, and then I'd freak out and I'd back out, and she knows I have that history, so I'm gonna put it out there. I have, dude, because then I used to have commitment issues, but even I get it. I'm not backing out. I'm going full throttle. Unless it doesn't work out.
If you're going full throttle, dude, I'd call her up after you get off. Call her up now,
I am.
Call her up right now.
I'm going to call her up when I
call her up right now, dude. Put her on the speaker, dude.
Not on the podcast. I'm going to know. My friend told me I got to do it in person. Don't do it over the phone and do it in person.
Why?
I agree with him. Because show her that's important. She's not just a fucking phone call. Like a booty call.
Yeah, what if it doesn't go well then? And you're like, look like a fucking
Then it fucking goes well. What is it? What did Brian Egg say? You only you miss the shots that you don't take? Right? He just DM'd me. You got any plugs? We got any plugs?
I'm Bustin' Balls, man. Bustin' Balls podcast, Instagram, iTunes,
Let's do Bustin' Balls too soon.
Yeah. It's Bustin' Balls, man. I've been doing dude, you know what? I did a podcast day with Adam Urbanski. That's the first one I've done in a while. I just feel like doing solo podcasts, I'm just yelling like a crazy person. I don't like it. That's why I needed to get out of the house, dude. I don't like. You ever do solo podcasts? It's not fucking.
I do. I'm gonna do a third one. I've done two, right? But yeah.
Dude, it's not fun, man. Especially I just feel like I'm just like psycho. Fucking just like, and then I'm like, what did I do? Why did I even do that?
We'll do. Sorry, it's my bruised ribs from the car accident I had. Yeah. We'll do a Bustin' Balls. Yeah, that's the OG one. I'll put it up here, the one where I told the Miami story. It was when I came back. You saw me.
It was a good story,
I was
man.
broken, dude. I was fucking broken when I came back.
How much money did you end up spending
for sure,
on that?
Minimum $4,000.
That's crazy.
There might be a little bit more, up to $5,000 with cash, but everything I counted for the receipts in the bank. So minimum $4,000. So what is it? Instagram, the Lobo Den podcast, Twitter. Who gives a shit? I can't get shit on Twitter. I'm giving up. I might delete it. But let's see. I don't have a TikTok. I know James is pro TikTok, but the Chinese government
TikTok,
TikTok,
bro.
right?
Oh, you're
so good,
TikTok,
dude.
TikTok's the best, dude. Best social media platform I think ever. I think it's better than Twitter, dude.
Hell yeah.
Right? I'm thinking about
definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I get a second phone that I don't have data on. I have 3 phones. Maybe I use one of the phones for TikTok. Anyways, I'm a weirdo. And what is it? Fuck. So like and subscribe to the podcast if you want stickers. Hey, I'll give you a magnet. I got a magnet.
Cool.
I'll give you guys a magnet. I got DM me if you want stickers. I'm gonna do this right. I'm gonna find an email and do an Ask Lobo Den because people have been DMing me. So if they have questions or something, ask me. Ask Lobo Den. Whatever. YouTube. What's Instagram? Anything you want to plug? No.
That's it.
Just
man.
the Bustin' Balls Lobo Den.
Bustin' Balls podcast. Yeah.
All right. So.
Lobo Den.